invite a very warm welcome to all the beautiful guests, all the members present out here, and also to our three beautiful ladies who are present here. So, very happy International Women's Day once again, and very happy to have you guys here. So, once again, very happy Women's Day, and I can see all of you are very happy, and that is what we want towards the end, women to be very happy and cherish the womanhood. A very heartful thank to Ratnadeep as well for giving us this lovely opportunity right here, wherein we are glad to talk about women journey, women entrepreneurship, womanhood, and Women's Day especially. And now that was a small introduction about Ratnadeep, but rather there are a small introduction for three of our amazing, beautiful women present right here, our special guests for the day. And so starting with Praveena Naidu Tota, and she is an impactpreneur and she develops women entrepreneurs. Amini Verma, and she is a media professional with an extensive 19 years of profound experience and also in print and broadcast journalism. And she is the editor and publisher of the Women's Now, a bilingual, that is Hindi and English monthly magazine, which is dedicated to women. And next we have Paulami, and she has 27 years of experience in leading global learning design and delivery teams spanning APAC, NA, and Latin American countries, skilled in building and execution of global operational excellence across the learning function. Leader global projects and diplomats for learning and site geo launches, successfully designed and implemented HR strategies, OD, talent management. In your opinion, what is the most urgent action needed to advance women's leadership and empowerment?
I totally echo to Ms. Polome. Like today, there are so many areas which is completely untouched with the women leaders. So we need to create an equal opportunity for all the women, especially uh, in the field of whether it's in business, entrepreneurship, or any other field. So equal opportunity is the most important aspect where we need to work, I guess.
Truly well said.
So I'm catering to entrepreneurship at the same time. I work with NGOs, RWAs, resident welfare federations. What I really observe is because they have given a real true picture of the corporate world, but at the same time, when it comes to take an example, entrepreneurship, how many women are in boardrooms? The decision making part, how many of them? Even if entrepreneurs at the root level, even we look at them, so they would be maintaining some, even if they take 51% stake, they would be maintaining some administrative part, not to the finance part. And the boardrooms, it's completely no, I can say. And moreover, when you look at residents welfare associations, hardly you find one person. For me, I'm the live example. Federation of Manikunda have only one person. That's only me. So why? Because maybe we need to develop that system.
So the question says, from your experience, how have the women's role in entrepreneurship, leadership, and corporate spaces has evolved over the coming years?
Yeah. So to start with, initially when the policy comes first, when they say women-led businesses, only 51 stake if you have, that's where men started giving partner, taking women as a business partner. Until then, it was not there. That is really a good aspect.
If I talk about the journalism, so 20 years back when I started my journey of journalism, it was a bit difficult and people were like so surprised to know, okay, you are into journalism, how you are managing your work hours, like you have to go in the night also. Is that really safe for the women, journalism? But I think time has completely changed now. But still, on the other hand, in the field of journalism, we need women more number of, because unfortunately after 20 years of my journalism career, still when I'm watching the numbers, if you talk about, then hardly 19% is the media experts, and somewhat around 39% reporters are there in journalism. So I think we should promote women toward such kind of field, profession, to provide the safe environment where women can work fearlessly, and they can opt journalism as their passion and profession too.
So one thing that I would also like to add on is the push and the support that we need from men. So even if I have the courage, but if my parents or my family or if my husband stands up for me telling, I know you can do it, enough. Just have the courage and we're gonna nail it. So one point to be added is something that the push that we need. I believe himmat everybody has. Everybody has that thing, I want to do it. But what are we lacking, as you said, confidence. The confidence comes from somebody giving you a push, do it, whatever will happen, we'll all be together for that. Just do it.
I'll just add one point here. See, in our system or anywhere, if a girl is like, at whatever age she is, she is ready to be a pregnant, give a birth to a baby. How difficult it is, but she is able to do because from the ancestors we have a support system built. Support system of right from the day when they are pampered, they are given confidence. But whereas when a woman want to start a business, this also baby. Do we have the support system? No. Right from the day when they say that. So I always wonder the one who has the confidence and the potential to give a birth to a baby, that's like in a life and death point. But whereas when it comes to a business, no support, that's why she's failing. Otherwise she would have.
So if you are in the place being able to see that and somebody is just approaching you that, I'm just opening it up to you, but this is what I'm going through. So what would you be doing and what would others, they are supposed to do if they would be in your place? So if you can answer that.
So, very honestly, if somebody opens up to you, probably that person trusts you. But as per law, you can only listen to her. You cannot exaggerate or you cannot instigate her to go ahead and complain unless she is ready to stand up for herself. The law condemns that you encourage somebody that go and file a case. If she wants to, she will. If she doesn't want to, then God bless her. That's all I can say.
Many organizations like NIMISIM is working, NARD is working, like even now NSIC is there. But the only thing is there is awareness, lack of awareness is there. And of course they have vendor meets, bankers meets, where they can get to understand how the project report should be done. The only thing is like, they should step out of their house. They should have enthusiasm, step out of their house and attend those programs. That's what is lacking here. So we have been doing, say again, accelerated action is comes into picture. Yes, we have been. It's not just on a government front. All the NGOs or Section 8 companies who are in this entrepreneurial journey. So all of us are marching towards like every probably weekly once or we have offline as well as online sessions. Only thing like they should step out and say that yes, we are going to attend. Even when it comes to self-help groups, even they are conducting many programs. So even universities are conducting so many programs. So there is no dearth in programs here. But the only thing is like we need to awaken women, saying that yes, please do attend. And of course, language may be barrier to certain extent. Yeah, because in the rural world, it's most of the programs which happens in English. So that could be one difficulty. But there are many platforms. Web is a beautiful problem. Women entrepreneurship platform is a beautiful platform we have where all the programs are covered in that. At least they should be connecting over there. And come from council, we are connecting.
Would you like to answer it?
I totally agree with Pravina ma'am. Right now, we have 39 percentage of MSME women in that particular area. I think we have to accelerate that point and we should increase this percentage by creating more opportunities, more awareness. Government policies are there to support women entrepreneurs and a few private companies is also coming up with the beautiful ideas. Only thing is we have to reach to those women who are interested and we have to make sure that they should come out of their comfort zone or we can say like whatever they want, we have to provide a platform to them. So of course opportunities is not less but only thing is adaptation of that opportunities. So that we can increase with various way of practices. So let's hope for the best.
All right. Proceeding towards the next question, that says, why and what key advice would you like to give to aspiring women entrepreneurs
looking to start or scale their businesses?
So aspiring entrepreneurs, they need to understand what potential they have. What are the maybe education front, academics they need to check, and surroundings, and what is the trend in there, and what is the requirement. Especially aspiring entrepreneurs need to look at what are the requirements. How do we identify those requirements? How do we adopt that? How do we go for that? For that, what kind of skill is required? What are the organizations are there who are giving those skills? That is even more important, because if you want to get into a millet, we have IMR here. So are we really stepping there to IMR NutriHub and learning something? So learning skills very important. Identifying who is providing that. So they really need to search, and come to a conclusion. Yes, these are things available. So these are the requirements I'm going to address. And moreover, now we are aligning with SDGs as well. So sustainability, so innovation, many things, it's not just, and apart from all those things, they need to approach some organization. See, we have government organization at the same time. Say, even say Women in Vision Council, women come to me with 1 hour discussion. I would be in a position to tell them, like, until you speak to expert, they can tell you, okay, you are coming from, say, I'll take an example of one, yesterday itself I went live and I was talking about that organization. She's from microbiology. And
women they are facing lot of difficulties while attending their uh, home duties or office duties or something else, because right from the morning they get up, they do some work with the children, or after that some household work, and again they have to attend the office, and after coming again they have to work, and they have to take care of the thing. So in this process they are facing lot of stress, and they are facing lot of stress. In fact, how to overcome this stress, on what the woman has to do actually, and what you people, in different people, you will advise how to to satisfy her. That is the thing. Yeah, I think you got my point. Yeah, it is.
పాపకి ఇచ్చిన ఇంపార్టెన్స్ వైఫ్ కి ఇవ్వరు.
Uh,
Check that.
yeah.
It's always like that. She's pampered the same. Girl and women same, but you have the difference at
Gotcha.
home itself. And while grooming, ఇంట్లో పెంచేటప్పుడు ఈక్వాలిటీ అంటాం కదా. సో వాళ్ళకు కూడా ఇప్పటి నుంచి అట్లీస్ట్, ఇంతకుముందు వీ డింట్ హ్యావ్, బట్ అట్లీస్ట్ నౌ ఆ పెంపకం సరిగ్గా పెంచండి. దట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్.
Gotcha.
దానివల్ల మార్పు వచ్చేస్తుంది. అండ్ ఆమెకి ఏం కావాలి అనేది, ఇంట్లో ఏం కావాలో ఎవ్రీ వన్ నోస్. ఓకే, ఎలా కూర్చోండి, డిస్కషన్. యూ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ ఎ ప్రాపర్ డిస్కషన్ విత్ హర్. ఏం జరుగుతుంది, ట్రై టు అండర్స్టాండ్. వాట్ యు ఆస్క్ యువర్ డాటర్, యు ఆర్ నాట్ రెడీ టు ఆస్క్ యువర్ వైఫ్. Okay, you expect from her, you ask her, you request her, what do you want, what you want, you have to. So there's a need for change. Not everyone does that. ఇప్పుడు చాలా మార్పు వచ్చింది, మార్పు వస్తుంది. కాకపోతే ఓన్లీ థింగ్ అంటే డిస్కషన్ అనేది చాలా అవసరం. తెలుసుకునే ప్రయత్నం చేయండి అంతే.
అంటే గర్ల్స్ కి ఎక్కువ ఫ్రీడమ్ ఇస్తున్నారు.
ఫ్రీడమ్ కాదు, యూ ఫ్యామిలీలో ఒక డిస్కషన్ జరగాలి. ఇది ఇప్పుడు ఒక ఈవెంట్ జరుగుతుంది ఇంట్లో, వాట్ వీ డూ, వీ ఆల్వేస్ డిస్కస్ అండ్ పుట్ స్ట్రాటజీ. ఇలా చేయాలి, వీళ్ళు ఈ పని చేయాలి. అలాగే ఇంట్లో కూడా ఒక డిస్కషన్ అంటూ జరగాలి, ఒక మీటింగ్ లాగా జరగాలి. మనం ఎప్పుడు తెలుసా అంటే అన్ని అర్థమవుతున్నాయి. వి ఆల్ అండర్స్టాండ్, వి గో ఆన్, వి నెవర్ డిస్కస్ ఎనీథింగ్.
Okay, so number one thing, like we come out from that word from equality to equity. Last year it was the theme was that. Okay, so if for all of us, like if you can explain like the difference between that equality and equity, and how it is important, because Pravina told, like for example, every situation is different, every household is different, every organization is different, so you cannot make any cookie cutter solutions for everything. That's where the equity word came. Okay, that is one thing.
But also being a woman, being a wife, being a daughter and a daughter-in-law, I realized that to get a good mother-in-law, you need to be a good daughter-in-law. It's a give and take thing, right? The second question, yes. And I think, like what you said, spreading rumors, gossiping, the moment you see, forget everything. The moment you see a woman dressed with a sleeveless and a midi or mini skirt with tattoos all over, entire company goes off, something, right? Just because I'm good, just because I talk very well with everyone, with all the genders, I'm not available for anybody. That's my nature. I'm kind, I'm polite, right? And I think that awareness women need to create for women.
What I believe is all what we are talking about equality. So let me, what from my understanding, equality or gender equality, that is what we talk about, is something which is impossible. And I'll tell you why. Because men cannot be lifted up to the level of women. It is not possible. Coming to the Indian culture, Indian history, our history went astray regarding women maybe in last 500 years. But we have history of several thousands of years when we talk about India, and women were always the power, right? And that is where Adi Shakti starts, right? So the entire mankind has come from Adi Shakti. So it is immaterial that when we talk about women empowerment, especially, that is a story coined by the West. Probably the Western cultures, they need women empowerment. Our women are always the power themselves. So let us not yield into that story and get astray again, and let us stick to our Indian roots. It's all about right now. In last couple of decades, because of IT, communication, and the world has become much smaller, it is possible for us to go back to the basics, and we are trying to go back to the basics, right? That's the only requirement that I believe that is there. Coming to one of the things where Paulomi had raised, that yes, there are places where women are probably not paid equal to men or something like that. Coming to my industry, that is the events industry, women are paid much more than men, and she will vouch for it. Yeah, so that has been the case. So to conclude it all, yes, whatever is said and done, we have to go back to our basics, and that will solve all the problems. And let us not get drifted with the story of the West, right? We are India, we are from the Indian roots, and we go back to the basics, and that would be enough.
One piece of advice for young women starting their career has to be quick.
Believe in yourself.
Know your potential.
Synonyms of
Skillful.
okay. You could change one thing for women in the workplace today. What would it be?
Women on top first. That's my thing. Women at the leadership level, at every organization. If I could do that, I will do it.
Safe workplace. Okay.
Don't compromise.
What does empowerment mean to you in one word?
Do what you want to do.
In this, I totally agree with. We have already, we are empowered. So, in short, हम स्त्री हैं, हम कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. This statement should be motivational, not a joke.
If you had to give one call to action for women today, what would it be?
Stand up for yourself. That's one sentence that I.
Freedom from fear.
Know your potential.
What is your vision for a future where women thrive in leadership, business, and society?
Make more leaders like you.
Speak out.
Reminds me of that song, we are unstoppable.
Mr. Saurabh from Celebration Maker, who has given us this opportunity to be here, the ties what we share today. So, and each and everybody of you present here, इतना अच्छे से आप लोग ने सुना है, and then you posed few questions. That was very interesting. That is when we felt, okay, the energy that we kept in was reciprocated back. And thank you so much, each and everybody of you, for being here. And I hope from this session what we had, each and everybody present here takes back a little knowledge, a little set of understanding and knowing, and probably how they can stand up for themselves now, be it from a very small thing to a very higher demand. So that was it, ladies and gentlemen, for the day, and let's all close it on a very good note. And once again, a very happy International Women's Day to all the beautiful women present out here. And keep going, is what I can again say. मुश्किलें आएंगी, but आपको उससे लड़के उठना ही पड़ेगा, आपके पास दूसरा चारा नहीं है. So that was it. Thank you so much, each and every one of you, for being here.
So it's a great platform from Ratnadeep for giving this space and this opportunity for all of us. I wish all the women a very happy Women's Day once again, and I wish a good luck to all the women today.
Wish you a very happy International Women's Day, and special thanks to Ratnadeep for inviting us and giving an opportunity.
Happy International Women's Day. 2025 రత్నదీప్ వాళ్ళు చక్కగా అరేంజ్ చేశారు ప్యానల్ డిస్కషన్. ఇక్కడ వాళ్ళు విమెన్స్ స్టాఫ్ని కూడా ఎక్కువ హైర్ చేశారు. సో వాళ్ళందరికీ కూడా మేము అడ్రస్ చేయగలిగాము. వీఆర్ ఫ్రమ్ గ్రాండ్ క్వీన్స్ క్లబ్ నుంచి. సో ఇక్కడ మెయిన్గా మనకి విమెన్ ఫేస్ చేసే ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అంటే ఒకటి పాష్ యాక్ట్ వాళ్ళకి తెలియాల్సి ఉంటుంది, ఇంకొకటి ఎంటర్ప్రెనర్గా ఎలా ఎదగాలని తెలియాల్సి ఉంటుంది, ఇంకా వేరే ఇతర సేఫ్టీ ఎలా ఉండాలనేసి అవన్నీ కూడా చక్కగా కవర్ చేసి ఇక్కడ వాళ్ళకి విమెన్ అందరికి ఉపయోగపడేలాగా డిస్కషన్ జరిగింది. సో థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.
So, what were your key takes on it? I mean, since we have completed the program now, so anything that you would like to share from your experience?
So, first of all, I'm very proud to be a part of Ratnadeep organizations, and we keep doing this kind of activities from couple of years. Last 2-3 years also we are doing this. So Ratnadeep actually celebrates womanhood not only in this kind of a platform, as an organization also it believes in the power of a womanhood, and we have more than 60% employees are women.
So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see today, we have with us Dr. Saurabh Sudekha, who is the man behind all that we see here, the setup and everything. And I am very glad to work with you once again. This is for the third or fourth time we're working together in just a span of 5 to 6 days. And now, since you have done such a wonderful event, you had our beautiful panelists here who shared their beautiful insights with us and women empowerment, obviously. So, what were your key takes from the panel discussion that we just have?
Okay, so first of all, let me thank Ratnadeep for taking this initiative. And regarding women empowerment, so for us, basically, women empowerment is a wrong coin of words, right? So it is women are already empowered, so we are nobody to empower women. Today we had a very good panel discussion, and our three wonderful panelists, Praveena ji, Kamini ji and Paulomi ji, they were here, and there was a lot of takeaways for the day. And this is a part of all the celebrations of womenhood that we are doing. And thanks again to Ratnadeep. Thank you. So happy International Women's Day to everyone. Today we are here at Ratnadeep Select Store at Bandlaguda, and we would like to thank Ratnadeep for organizing this Women's Day celebration, on the occasion of which we had a wonderful discussion celebrating womenhood. We had our wonderful panelists, Mrs. Praveena Naidu Thota, who is a known women entrepreneur and director of Women and Vision Council, Ms. Kamini Verma, who is a noted journalist and editor of the Women Now, and Ms. Paulomi Ghosh Naeem, who is a posh consultant and a lawyer. And this has been really wonderful. We had a good 90-minute session, which has given us a lot of takeaways to take with us. And thank you to the moderator, Raksha Mundra. Thank you again. And this marks another benchmark for the celebration of womanhood that we have been doing year on year and the entire year. Thank you so much.